Hey, this is Mary Elizabeth.
And Will. Louie, come back here.
Anyway, while Will chases Louie down, I want to talk to you about Louie's Cafe. We're located in the Goodwill Shopping Center, right across from the hospital on Highway 41. We're open from 6:30 to 2, Monday through Friday, and we offer a full breakfast Saturday mornings.
Here, you hold him. We have fresh sandwiches, delicious salads, and the best coffee in town. With our indoor and outdoor seating, drive-through, call-ahead ordering, and a full line of catering, we make it easy to fit breakfast or lunch into your schedule. We may not be the best thing since sliced bread, but we are the best thing on it. Come see us at Louie's Cafe.
Gather round your radios, my friends, and listen. For too long, we have spent our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse, looking for the right kind of light bulbs, searching for an air filter that actually fits. No more. We will go to Ace. Get help from people who know their stuff. Get it the second we walk in. And do it all before our second cup of coffee. My friends, it's time to get your weekend back.
Come see us at 924 West Avenue, Cartersville. Ace, the helpful place.
Power outages can hit without warning, but a Honda generator can help keep the lights on. You'll never be left in the dark with these lightweight, efficient units that are powered by rugged Honda engines. Let an economical, portable Honda generator brighten your life, whether it's for recreational use or a source of standby power. Put the power of a Honda generator to work for you and take charge of any situation.
Come see us at Red Top Mower at www.redtopmower.com or 770-966-7779. We're located 8 miles south of Main Street on Highway 41.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
I love that song. I just do. It gets me all sorts of pumped up and excited. Good evening, everybody.
We just need us some good banjo music to get us turned into this show here. Dueling banjers.
Dueling banjers.
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 Not banjos. It's banjers.
Okay, I wasn't real sure, but you know.
Now we have cleared the air.
Now we have cleared there. Good evening, everybody. You're listening to the Bartow Sports Showcase on News Talk AM 1270 WYXC. Will Sprague from Louie's Cafe in here with me tonight. What's going on, Wilbur?
Howdy. I'm doing good. How you?
Not too bad. We have got, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors real quick before we get started. Cartersville Ace Hardware, Mr. John Payne out there on West Avenue. Just want to give him a big shout out. Thank you. They sponsored the show. They're doing a raffle for the polar plunge that we're doing tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to pushing you in the pool.
Oh my God.
I have already signed up for that's my role, to push you in the pool.
I don't doubt it. Red Top Mower, Miss Patty Lovelace. I know she's listening tonight. Miss Patty, we appreciate everything that you do for the radio station. They're the ones that donated that generator we gave away during the college football bowl season. They're great.
And I hope you enjoyed your lunch today, Patty, because they had it from this little hole-in-the-wall restaurant in Cartersville called Louie's Cafe.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Well, I took her some scones and coffee yesterday, so she said that she could be bought, apparently, with coffee from Louie's. I was like, I wasn't trying to buy you, but, you know. But apparently she said it was that easy, so now you know.
Hey,
if you
good food goes a long way.
Good food goes a long way. You know, I just want to say thank you to them. They're great to us. Go out and see them. Red Top Mowers, about 8 miles south of Main Street on Highway 41. Lawn mowers, you know, anything.
Go-karts.
Chainsaws. Definitely. Chainsaws, weed eaters, blowers, generators, of course. Go out and see them. They'll hook you up, whatever you need. They're great folks. Ace Hardware, anything you need hardware-wise, lumber, garden center, go out and see them. Wilbur, would you like to say something about Louie's? I would like for you to say something about Louie's.
Louie's Cafe is awesome. Thank you.
Well, tell everybody where it's at.
We are in the Goodwill Shopping Center across from the Cartersville Medical Center on Highway 41 in Cartersville, Georgia. Did that sound like a bad commercial or what? I have like an echo on my headphones, so it sounds even worse.
Echo. Getting started off tonight. talking a little high school sports. Sammy Rosario from Cass High School has signed to go wrestle at Bruton Parker's inaugural wrestling team next year.
Awesome.
I mean,
good job.
It's the first one that I've heard of so far. I'm digging into it. We've got some great wrestling programs here in Bartow County. So, congratulations to him. Connor Law from Cass as well is going to play baseball at Abraham Baldwin.
A-back.
I knew that.
Alma mater.
I knew that one would excite you. So I wanted to make sure and bring that one up. He's signed to go play with them, and we're excited for all those guys. And we already have a caller on the line. You're on the Bartow Sports Showcase. Who's this?
Hey, brother, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Todd?
Listen, I'm glad somebody will talk about wrestling here in Bartow County.
We're not talking about WWE now. We're talking about high school.
Yeah. Hey, I was a wrestling coach. I'm glad that we've got somebody that'll talk about it and
Well, I mean,
a little bit.
I wrestled in high school too, so it's got a special place in my heart.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh no.
I hear basketball. I hear it's all over the newspaper, all over it. That's all I hear. Nothing against basketball. But when's the last time anybody in Bartow County won a basketball championship?
Well, right now, Woodland's on the right track.
Well, how long has it been?
I know it's been a while.
Last year, Cass has won several. Adair's won. Carter's got got a defending state championship at the sectionals this weekend.
That's right.
Come on, guys.
Well,
let's look at what's successful and report on that.
Yeah, and Adair's just won the 7AA title.
They won the 7AA title. They absolutely did.
And they're sending eight of their guys to the sectionals.
And that's a tough area. I mean, that's where all you've got Snorwell, you've got Calhoun, you've got some good kids there.
Oh yeah,
corn-fed country.
Corn-fed.
Anyway, now you were talking about no, at best, brother, you're talking about a long-term lease.
What?
Coffee.
Oh yeah.
You got to think about that one.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I'm tiptoeing right on that one. Anyway.
Well, Todd, I appreciate the call, man. It's always good to hear from you. Especially, it's always good to hear from a coach that used to coach wrestling. That's got a little more insight into the sport. We appreciate it.
Oh, it's the greatest sport in the world.
Oh yeah, I have to agree. But I appreciate it, Todd. And
all right, man, I know y'all got to go to work.
We got to go to work.
Have a good night, bro.
We'll see you.
Don't freeze tomorrow.
No,
bye.
I used to wrestle in high school, but it wasn't on a mat.
Well, we're not going to talk about that. we're not getting into that one bit. But just like Todd said, not a lot of people talk about the wrestling programs here in the county. We've got 4 of the best programs in the state.
Mm-hmm.
2 of the top tier programs in the state in Cass and Woodland.
Yep.
They're always going against each other for the county title, the region title, and even the state title year after year. So, big shout out to them. Congratulations to them. Adair's was, just won the AA title. Woodland just won the Quad A title for, they did a couple weeks ago for the duels. That was that's a team. If I got my information right, it's changed a little bit since I was doing it. But they won it as a team, and now this is going more for an individual effort.
That's awesome. Didn't you win an AA title?
An AA?
I mean, AA. AA. What?
No, Will. I did not win an Alcoholic Anonymous title.
I thought you got a prize.
No, I didn't win a prize. I placed in region. I placed in region. Good Lord. But getting onto the sport Todd's not real fond of, Woodland basketball, they are 7th in the state. They are 24-1, 13-1 in the region, and they are just killing it.
Come on, Woodland. I'm wanting to see them number 1.
I'd love to see them number 1.
That would be awesome.
It might happen, it might not. We've got another caller on the line. Caller, you're on the Bartow Sports Showcase. Who's this? And they hung up. Oh, well, I guess they didn't want to talk to you.
Well, if you want to call right back.
Right back.
John's got slow hands.
I got slow hands, my bad. I dropped the ball. And I do believe my buddy Kevin Well, I thought that light lit up.
It did.
It did? Oh, okay. Well, never mind. He'll call in a minute. I think I know what happened. I don't think the office phone got unforwarded. My fault. I'll work on that here in just a second. It has been one of those kind of days.
Hey, man, I'm telling you what.
It's just been one of those kind of days.
Yeah.
You know, it's
one of them weeks. You know, I saw some interesting. There's been some interesting stuff going on around college football around the country while he's working on that. There's been some changes in conferences. The biggest one that I saw, TCU, is now going to be part of the Big 12. Your 12. No, that's not the Pac-12. You like the 12 pack.
That's the 12 pack.
Yeah, they're going to be part of the Big 12. And there's a big. I guess big question is that they're going to be able to contend there. They're going to have the depth to play in the Big 12, and I mean that's going to pull all of their sports into the Big 12 leagues, and that's going to be tough. The Mountain West Conference, you know, they were able to do fairly well with that conference, but now, you know, who knows what's going to happen? It's exciting. Anybody's been following any of the different conference changes. Of course, the SEC's picked up some new people in our conference, and there's been some other folks moving around. West Virginia is looking to move, and anyways, it's going to be fun because next year could be a different football season for a lot of stuff. And I know we talk about football a lot here because we're John and I are football fanatics, but it's going to be a really good season next year. And there's actually been talks about, I don't know if you heard, John, but there's actually been talks about having a playoff system. The NCAA is hearing or going to have hearings on doing a four-team playoff next season, which some of these smaller teams like TCU, Boise State, some of these ones that are winning their conferences will have a chance to contend for a national title. I think we got a caller coming in.
We have a caller. Caller, you're on the Bartow Sports Showcase. Who's this?
This is Otto, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, you do know why TCU decided to leave the Mountain West, don't you?
Because they got tired of winning it all the time?
No, because Boise State came to town. I think they're afraid of Boise State. Same reason why Utah and BYU left last year.
Well, I don't see how they're, TCU's that scared of Boise State since, they've pretty well beat them the last 2 years, haven't they?
They beat them by 1 point, and that's because our kicker sucks.
Well, I'm going to say this out loud, but a win's a win, ain't it? I'm not a big Boise State fan, and that's besides the Georgia game.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Boise State beat Georgia this year?
Yeah, they did.
Exactly.
I think in that game, any high school student, probably a high school team, could have beaten Georgia the way they played in that first game. No disrespect to Boise State, because they're a good team. I mean, don't get me wrong, but
no, they are.
I think a bunch of eighth graders probably could have beat Georgia the way they as unorganized and as poorly as they played in that game.
I will agree with that. I would completely agree with that. But I've never been a big Boise State fan even before that game. I wasn't a Boise State fan. I never liked them. They always thought they were bigger than what they were.
Yeah.
And they haven't really yet proved themselves. They had that one game against Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl, and they won it on a trick play.
Yeah.
But, yes, a win is a win, though.
But it's going to be fun next year. I'm excited about next season because it's going to be new conferences.
New conference.
You got changes in conference that changes the way games, the way games are played and the way seasons are going to go, and it's just going to be exciting. I mean, who doesn't like something new?
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Especially in football.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good year. Unfortunately, Boise isn't bowl eligible next year because of the NCAA and their stupid rules. Which is kind of good. We're losing a lot of our seniors next year, so it'll be a chance for us to rebuild and get ready for the
coming under the radar.
Yeah, and I do believe we've got Kevin on the line too, right, Kevin?
I am here. Hello, everybody.
How you doing, Kevin?
And
I'm good. What's up, Will?
Oh, another day in paradise, brother.
Tim, I got something for you.
All right.
Just because I can. I used that during, University of Georgia's birthday a couple weeks ago, and I've been saving that for just the right moment, and I really appreciate it, Tim. I really appreciate you calling in because I got to use it again.
Hey, you're funny, dude. All right, guys. I'll let you get going.
All right, Tim. Be good.
We appreciate the call, Tim.
No problem. Bye.
Kevin, what's going on in the Graceland, my friend?
Not much. Look, it's getting a little cold over here in Athens for the first time.
Did you hear John's going to be jumping in a pool tomorrow with his diaper on?
Oh, my God.
I chatted with y'all's fella Colin Barber last night, and I told him not to forget his towel.
Yeah, it's going to be, there's supposed to be an Arctic front moving through here tonight.
I'm going to have a wet towel to help motivate him get in that pool.
You ain't going to need anything to help motivate me get in the pool. I'll jump, but it's not going to be that pleasant.
Yeah.
I got told today that, one of the ladies that's helped putting it together, she goes, John, I love you like a son, but this is just really funny. Gee, thanks.
I'll make sure I'll record it get it on YouTube.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Please do that.
Oh, my God. Oh, don't worry.
And also, we need to look for number 31 hitting the field next year because he got issued that number yesterday.
Mr. Colin Barber.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Colin Barber, number 31 on your program, number 1 in your heart.
That's right.
There you go.
That's from the Carswell High School here in Bartow County.
The Carswell.
I can't say the Georgia University of Georgia. You know how some of the NFL guys, the Ohio State. It's the Carswell High School.
As long as you don't start saying the John Underwood.
No,
Just as long as you don't say the U.
No, forget that too. No.
We got to keep John's ego in check, Kevin, because he starts talking about himself in first person. We might have to start looking at another show to talk on.
Oh Lord. Well, Kevin, what you got for us tonight?
What y'all want to talk about tonight?
Well, I know.
At least we made it through the week without any trouble.
That's true.
We did have a couple players that didn't make it onto the team who had some academic ineligibility.
Yeah,
this week.
Chris Sanders is already enrolled over at Milledgeville.
Yep.
Georgia Military.
Yep.
And Nick went to Nick Marshall's in Kansas.
Yeah.
I guess he's looking for Dorothy.
So they say he's a long way from home.
Totally.
And I don't know what's going to happen with Say. I hadn't heard anything about
I hope he gets in. I hate these kids to get discouraged. I mean, academic ineligibility is a big thing. You can't play college ball if you can't, compete academically on the college level. But, I hope these kids, and the university said that they're working to try to help them get settled into a school. Because obviously, if they do well, these kids get them in junior college, they may very well end up wearing a red and black jersey in 2 years.
Sure. You think about what Cam Newton did.
Yep.
He left Florida and went to junior college and came back and...
Oh, yeah.
He did.
Justin Houston, he came out of junior college, I think.
Yep.
He came out of, was it Milledgeville?
I believe so.
Yeah. I mean, we get some really stand-up players from these, they condition and play and learn how to be a college athlete at these smaller colleges and move up to Georgia, and I think they do better in the junior or senior year than one that starts from the get-go, because they got a lot of learning to do when they get to college.
Yeah.
And I guess y'all heard Nick Saban made the rounds and went and saw Derrick Henry. And everybody that has verbally committed to Georgia next year, he stopped by their high school this week to have a chat with them.
Go figure that one.
Hey, Saban's a recruiter.
I would say I know Will's not that discouraged about it, but he's discouraged about it.
Oh, we need, as long as they stay in the SEC, I'm happy. But I'm really happy when they come to Georgia.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's the only one.
Yeah, we've got some good guys lined up that have already verbally committed. If we can just keep it rolling, we'll be in good shape.
Absolutely. Well, we got to have a strong season next year to keep those verbal commitments, because verbal commitments don't mean squat when you have a losing season.
They mean absolutely nothing.
Yep, absolutely. What do you think about the talks about going back to the playoff system? Have you heard that?
Oh yes, I think the playoff system is going to. I think it's going to happen.
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I know it's a lot more. It's one more game for players to get into, and that's one more chance for injuries. And I understand that from that aspect. But people like the 12 pack and the Big Ten, they're crying because they can't get a national title. It's like, well, guys, put together a football team that can win, and you can do it.
There you go.
I think you're going to see in 2014. I think you're going to see a 4-game playoff, and then a couple of years after that, I think you'll see an 8-game playoff. And one of the guys behind it is Michael Adams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's all for it.
Yeah.
And it's just more money for him.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, and it gives some of these smaller schools a chance to play. It to see, if they had an undefeated season, all right, we'll step up to the plate and see what happens.
Yeah, and if you're listening out there, no matter where you're at, give us a call, 770-382-1270, if you want to comment on anything we're talking about, or if you got something you'd like to talk about.
Add to the show.
Add to the show.
Give us some fat to chew on.
We have no callers, huh?
I had someone call in right before the show saying they're listening. When can I call in? I told them when. I'm waiting for them to call. We've had 2 already on some of the local stuff, and then and Tim called, and I got to harass Tim a little bit.
And there's your play-by-play on the Bartow County Sports Showcase.
I heard y'all's wrestling comments. I wrestled too. What a wonderful sport it is.
I loved it. I really did. It was probably the hardest sport I've ever played.
Oh, no, without a doubt.
Oh,
and it's the worst sport to lose in.
Yes.
Yeah.
It really is
horrible.
Yeah, it really does. And I accidentally broke a guy's arm during a match one time, and I felt bad about it for a minute. And then,
all the way to the bench,
all the way to where I signed the little thing to where I won the match. After that, I wasn't too heartbroken about it because I moved on to the next round.
He's ruthless.
You had to be. You have to be ruthless in wrestling.
I was 185 pounds and like 9% body fat. There wasn't any losing more when I was in high school. I would have wrestled in a big class.
No, there was a class above you.
I'd have been down like 6% body fat. I'd have looked like an Ethiopian.
I did look like an Ethiopian. What are you talking about?
Well, you still do.
I'm not that small anymore. I weighed like 115 pounds.
I weighed 115 pounds when I was a freshman in high school.
I'd come off a football season and I'd almost immediately lose like 10 pounds because of the conditioning.
Absolutely. And I have a lot of respect for wrestlers. I had friends that were wrestlers, and you've got to work on that.
Oh, yeah.
And the best way to win is to lose down a couple of weight classes.
Oh, yeah. I had to drop like half a pound to drop one weight class, and I blew through that weight class at like hot knife through butter. And it was nice. I was like, why didn't I do this before?
What time is the polar plunge tomorrow?
10 a.m. 10 a.m.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's going to be at Dillinger Park.
Dillinger Park, at the pool. There's going to be, right now there's about 20, 30 people jumping. The Etowah Valley Young Marines is kind of like a JROTC program, but for the Marines here, they are all dressing up as Wizard of Oz characters.
I'm going to bring a big pipe so I can break the ice off the top of the pool so John doesn't get stuck under the ice.
I appreciate that. God Almighty.
Okay.
Well, I'll let y'all have the show if none of our
I think they got scared for a minute.
Facebook fans are going to call in.
I think they're scared. No one ever wants to be the first caller.
That's true.
Do you want me to call in real quick?
Yeah, call in real quick, Will.
I'll call in on the other line. How about that?
All right, that'll work.
All right, y'all have. I'll talk to y'all this weekend sometime. Have a good week.
All right, Kevin, we appreciate it.
Bye.
Mr. Kevin Weekly from the Facebook page Georgia Fans that support Coach Mark Rick. Check him out. He's got great information on there. We really appreciate Kevin being a part of the show, calling in every Friday night, giving us the rundown what's going on down there in Athens. Kevin's a great guy. He's actually donated some money. He's sending it to the Advocate Shelter for the polar plunge.
That a boy. I'm proud.
We really appreciate him doing that, and Kevin's a great guy. And hopefully, I'm gonna try to get down there for the spring game in Athens and actually get together with Kevin and maybe we'll get some stuff done. And I know you've got that look on your face right now, and I know why.
Yeah,
I was notified of that earlier.
I was notified of that earlier too. That's okay. That's okay.
It's okay.
We'll be all right.
We'll figure it out.
That's all right. What else we got going around? We got some other stuff in Bartow County. Some high school.
We got
stuff to talk about.
Baseball season is going to start February the 24th. Adairsville is going to be playing Cass at Cass. We'll be there covering the game. We'll be broadcasting it live.
That means you're having to do this with somebody else?
Yes, sir. There's going to be another person on at the field with me. I know who it is. I'm making sure I get his name right. Mr. Frank Sieber. He calls into the radio station during the live drive show every now and then, and he's all over Facebook. He's a great guy. He knows the sport real well, and we talked, and he's agreed to do the baseball season with me, and I really appreciate him doing this, and I think we're going to have a ball doing this.
Didn't he used to be a bat boy?
Yes. If you've met Frank, you would understand that. But yes, I believe Frank used to be a quote unquote bat boy, as you so said it. And I'm sure he's listening, and I'm sure he's rolling his eyes at us right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we've got baseball season's coming up. Going back to high school basketball, the Carlsville Purple Hurricane girls basketball team, they're 5th in the state. They're 19-5 overall. They're having a great season. They're going through the sub-region tournament right now, and they're doing very well. They actually they were tied for first place in the sub-region with Altoona, and they had to flip a coin. So,
nice.
And we have got a caller on the line. Caller, you're on the Bartow Sports Showcase. Who's this? Hello?
Are you talking about Georgia sports football?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Coach, I like Coach. Rick's a pretty good coach.
Yeah, Coach Rick's done a good job down there in Athens. He's a great recruiter. He's done a lot of good things for those kids down there. Whether if they get in some trouble, he helps get them on the right path.
Yes, sir. He's a good Christian, too.
Yes,
absolutely. He's a good leader
is.
For these young men.
He's a good role model.
Yeah.
He's a great role model for these kids, and he's done a great job since he's come to Athens.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Where are you calling from tonight?
Benton, Tennessee.
Benton, Tennessee. Well, we appreciate you listening.
Yeah, coming from Fall Country. That's keep the red and black going up there in Tennessee. You're my boy.
That's right. We really appreciate.
Georgia fan. I believe they're white and black.
That's right.
That's what I like to hear.
Hey, wear it proud. Of course, you can't get away from that orange up there. I mean, everybody's wearing it on the side of the road. They're wearing it, picking up trash, holding street signs.
I know you know how they got their colors, right?
Now, how did they get that color?
Friday, they community service, Saturday, hunting, Sunday, football game.
Oh, no.
They got to take it off on Monday so they can get that moonshine still. They can't see them in that orange.
That's true. Well, we've got about 40 seconds left. I appreciate the call. We really appreciate you listening. Tune in next week. We'll be talking Georgia football throughout the show, and we really appreciate you listening.
No problem.
All right, you have a good one.
You too.
I like that song. It's all right.
I don't know what song it is.
It's one of the Fox songs.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Weber, it's like the Mask of Zorro or what?
No, it's not the Mask of Zorro. Weber, I appreciate it.
Hey, it's always a pleasure. Love being here.
We appreciate everybody listening. You're listening to Bartow Sports Showcase on News Talk AM 1270 WYXC.
Cartersville, Georgia.